Alright, yeah, something a little different today. We're going to be working on a truck, but we're not going to be working on the truck. We're going to be working on the door panels. And it's because it's pretty cold out, plus pretty dark. It's around midnight, I think. Let's see what we got here. A little after, yeah. 7 after midnight. So we're working a night shift for you guys. And I apologize for the noise because got the heater on back there. Like I say, it's cold out. We just came out here, so you're gonna have to listen to the heater. So, alright, let me tell you what we're gonna do with this door panel. We're gonna be doing some sewing and some gluing and stuff like that, but we should be able to get this done in one video. Alright, first gonna measure it. And most of the door panels that are made by, not the factory, but the aftermarket door panels have seven panels. You know, they're tufted. I get tufted or rolled or pleated, whatever. We're gonna call them tufted for now, but they're 9, and it looks decent, you know. So we're gonna go with 9 pleats, 9 tufts, and it looks like we got 30.5 inches long. And let me get a calculator here because Road King's not that good with his math. Alright, we're back. Alright, so we're 30.5, and we want to divide that by 9, and that comes to 3.38, and that's good. I'm happy. It's around 3 inches wide, so that'll look okay. 3.38, that's I'm going to go with 375 is 3/8, so how ironic is that? 3.38, so we're going to go with 3 3/8, a fraction, 3 3/8, and see what that looks like. Alright, yeah, I got the paper template out that I made that template with there, or that backer board, and I laid it out. I marked my ruler here with 3 3/8. You guys might not be able to see it, but if you look at it real hard, you can see there is marks on it. And I wanted to center these big holes here because these big holes are going to be my window winders, and I'd like to have them in the middle of the pleat. So that worked out well. And like I say, they're 9 pleats. They look good. I like the size of them. So that's going to work. All right, let me get some material out here and some foam, and we'll lay it out. All right. Yeah, I put some paper down here because I'm going to be spraying some glue. I turned the heater off, so because you guys, I raised you up a little higher, so maybe you'll be able to hear me now. Alright, first before we lay anything out, we have to, what I got here is some foam. And I sort of already cut it to length, so that takes a little while. They call this scrim, S-C-R-I-M foam, only because this here is foam, and then on the back it's cloth. So when you sew it, the thread has something to grab to and won't rip through. So I should have unrolled this earlier because I knew I was going to be doing this. So let me hold on. I'm still here. There we go. Flatten that out a little better. All right. Now we'll get our vinyl here. Cut this too. And we're going to put it where we want it. I didn't think of that. Let me see if I can straighten this out so it's not rolling up on itself. I should have thought of that earlier, right? Alright. Yeah, we got it flattened out pretty good, so alright. Let's line it up to where we want it. This is only rough cut, so we got plenty of extra. Stuff is actually sticking to the itself. Okay, alright, that's pretty good. Alright, now all we gotta do is glue it to itself. Oh, come on. Alright, there we go. There we go. You guys, look, I moved it. Alright, where's my glue? I'm just using real cheap stuff here. 3M all-purpose spray adhesive. All it has to do is hold this material in place so when you sew it, it doesn't go anywhere. So, don't have to spray it 100%. Do half at a time here. Okay, you hit that with some air. Okay, you guys still with me here? Alright. See, it's, all it's holding itself, that's all you need. Okay. Alright, that's all we need now. Alright, let me give that a couple minutes and then we'll lay out our lines. Alright, I'm going to lay this out now. You know, I was going to use water-soluble pencils, but this doesn't really work. You can't see it. I got a blue one and a black one. And the black one you can see pretty good, but tough to come out. So I'm just going to use a pencil. You know, pencil in, and where you can see it, I can wipe it off with alcohol. So that'll be okay with me. Alright, I'm just going to make a straight line on the bottom here. It's just a little longer than my table. Just enough to make things tough on me. Okay. Alright, we got that pretty good. You know what? Well, I got the ruler. Find the center here. Alright. I'm going to sit down if you don't mind. Oh, let me pick up my pencil, my other pencil here. Alright. I marked off on my pencil here 3 3/8 on my ruler. So I'm just going to go down the line here and put a mark. You guys in frame? If you're not in frame, say something. Okay, pretty close. Pretty close there, buddy. Almost messed up. Alright, that's pretty good. Nothing has to be perfect with this. Alright, now I'm just going to make straight lines. Like I say, even it's not critical, nothing's critical. Alright. You know, when I sew that thread down there, you're probably not even going to see that anyway. Alright. Instead of wasting your time, I'm going to lay the rest of these lines out, and then we'll turn these back on. Alright, you see you're getting a little dust here and stuff like that. We'll wipe this whole thing down with alcohol when we're done, and it'll be okay. So don't get excited. Alright, yeah, I took these off the stand there, because I think from that angle there you're probably a little snow blind, and even down here, but at least you'll see. So, alright, we got it laid out, and you know, when we put the panel on there, I'm going to move it and try to put the handles in the middle. So we might have a little, you know, we might be a little closer to one end or the other, but it's going to be okay. A couple of you guys are probably going to say, you know, you can buy this stuff with the pleats already in it, and I'm aware of that. You know, I've used it before. I got some right here, and I kind of like this color. It's a little off-white. How about that? But they didn't have off-white when I bought this, so that's what you got to go with, right? Yeah, this stuff here that's already pleated is nice. It works, and it's got the backing, and but it's more plastic than it is vinyl. You know, it's a cheaper thing, but it works. It does what it's supposed to do. And if you don't have a sewing machine, it's a good alternative. As a matter of fact, I use this in the coupe over here, and it looks decent. You know, I mean, sometimes you're not looking for a show car thing, you know, and come out and it looks good, looks fine. So if you guys don't have a sewing machine or just want to go and buy it, but then you're subject to whatever you can find, and you know, if you don't want the 1.5 inch pleat, then I don't know what to tell you. So, all right, let's take this inside and we'll sew the pleats in. All right. Yeah, we moved these inside here. We got to talk a little low because it's late, and I think Road Queen is sleeping up there. So, alright, I'm going to use our little what is it here? Sailrite Ultra Feed, and try and throw some pleats in this thing. We're sitting right next to the jukebox over there, but we can't play it. You know, YouTube don't like that. So we're going to have to do this quiet. So I'm going to try and find a place for you guys to sit and watch, and it's a little dark in here, but it's light where I need it to be. So, alright, we're going to set you up. We'll run a few pleats, and then we'll go back in the garage. Okay. Yeah, one of the reasons I'm making these panels is so I can get some hours under my belt on this machine before I tackle the seats. So. I'll only show you guys a couple of pleats, and then we'll go. I'm not going to lock stitch this because we're going to glue from here down, so don't really need that. Alright, let's see. It's a little better. Alright, that looks good. Let's try another one here. You guys still with me? I had to slow down there. I couldn't see my line there so much because of the glare. But so far so good. All right, make one more for you, and then it's a lot easier if you got tiny little fingers, tiny little hands. Make one more, and then I'll finish the rest by myself. Make sure my rest of my material isn't under there. Are you ready? Remember, I'm not a seamster here or a trimmer. I just play one on YouTube. Alright, they look pretty good. I don't know how well you guys could see it, but let me finish the rest of these up, and then we'll see you guys back in the garage. Alright, yeah, we're happy with the way it turned out. So now I'm just going to go around and trim some of this excess thread off that we don't need. It's all going to get cut off and everything, but we'll just keep it out of our way. So let me get that, and then we'll turn these on when we lay out the back here. Alright. I got my panel down where I like it. Like I said, I wanted these door handles to wind up pretty much right in the middle of them pleats. So that's going to work out well for me. Let's lay it out. The reason I'm doing this is because we're going to cut all this stuff out. So it's going to be smoother when you fold it under. I'm going to fill these little holes in here, so in case I move this by accident or something. I have some dots to line it up to. Same with these holes here. You guys still in frame? Like I say, sometimes I don't look at the camera, so bear with us. Alright, I think that'll suffice. Alright. Let me get a razor blade, and then I'll show you what we're going to do. Alright. We're going to cut all the foam out that's not going to be beyond the panel. And you got to be careful. You just want to go through the cloth here. Got us a brand new single edge razor. Could have done this before, and I wouldn't have lumps where the stitches are. But I'm okay with that. See, the less glue you use, the easier it would have been to take this off. But we're not having any trouble here. Okay, now we're going to have to go around. And do this whole panel. See, it ain't coming off too bad at all. Because there's actually not that much glue right there. So that's good. And this little piece here you don't have to worry about because that'll flatten out. If you wanted to, you could have done this before you sewed it and just did that, and then you wouldn't have had anything. But I'm okay with that. You don't see it. You don't know it's there. So let me do this. I got to cut all these out, everything all the way around here, and then I'll turn these back on when we do this circle because they're going to be bigger than they are right now. All right, go have some coffee or something. I'll see you in a couple minutes. All right, finish that all up. Yeah, like I said before, you could have just trimmed this out before you sewed everything, and you wouldn't have had all these little things here. But I'm okay with that. You know, you're not going to see that, and everything's going to be fine. So don't worry about that. You know, it looks like you get a lot of waste here, but some people could actually use this. Like Mrs. Magdad, you see some of the work she does with her sewing machine. But she can probably cut this up in little pieces, make a pillow or a stuffed animal or something. But I can't do that, so it's garbage to me. All right. Now, okay, that fits nice. All right, before we spray this and glue this up, put this off to the side here. We want to cut these out for the door handles, but they got to go bigger than that. They got to go the size of this escutcheon here. So try and line it up. Can't really see it. See it now. Okay. Oh, you know what? Let me mark that. I need to mark that. I'm getting ahead of myself here. Okay, pretty close to center. There we go. That just helps me see the mark through the plastic here. See, they're pretty close to center. This one here's a little off, but it's close enough. This one here is dead center. So now we just got to cut these out here. Gotta be careful not to go too deep. You don't want to cut into that white fabric. I don't mean to get in your way here, but I got to. There you go. Figures this is one of the places where I glue it a little better than the other spots. Okay. That'll work good. Now let me get this other one, and then we'll spray this all up for you and glue it together. All right. First, might as well trim some of this off here. We're not gonna need all this. I forgot to check see if you guys are in frame. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, how about them Scout Craft? You like them? I'm going to stick this here, and this is where my mark's going to help. These little marks here. I'm going to line them up perfect, and then the rest of it should line up good. But now what I'm going to do is, anywhere I have one of these clips, I'm going to cut around it. don't know why, but I picked up a dull razor blade. How's that happen? Alright, you gotta cut all them out, that way when I glue this fabric down it won't be in the way. Alright, let me find a sharp razor blade. Alright, got a brand new one, let's try this again. Shouldn't be that tough. Try to make things look easy, but they don't. Alright, that was a lot easier. So that way when we pull that tight, you see, you're not even going to see this stitch, and if you do, it gives it a little character, so I like that. Alright, I'm going to go around, I'm going to cut out around all our clips. We'll see in a couple minutes. Alright, I'm going to spray some adhesive. I use this Loctite because it's tough to find anything. I used to use, was it a 3M? Let's see. Yeah, 3M 77. I think I put it back on the shelf, but didn't have any of that. So I'm going to try this stuff, 300. It's professional performance. It's contact cement, so it should work. Alright, I'm just going to do the top and the bottom here. I'm not going to do the sides because by the time I get to them, it may be too dry. So let's put a little glue on here, make sure we're all lined up. We're happy with that. Okay. I must say this stuff sprays pretty nice. Okay. Put more on the material because sometimes that soaks it in a little bit. Alright, I'm going to get some down on the bottom here. Alright, we're going to give that a couple minutes to dry and then we'll glue it to itself. Alright, it's been about 5 minutes, so okay, yeah, that feels good. Alright. Just pull that tight. This stuff's pretty sticky. Pretty good. Okay, before I go too far, I'm going to pull bottom. Okay, this is why we cut around these clips, make everything a lot easier. Alright, I'm going to turn these off and I'm going to finish putting this, sticking this down. See you in a couple minutes. Alright, got the top and the bottom done, and yeah, actually looks pretty good. We're happy with it. Now I just have to mess with these sides. And they're going to take a little bit because sometimes you got to put slices in them and pull them and twist them and stuff like that, but it's not that difficult. That's why I didn't glue the sides here, because like this whole side here is going to be easy. It's all going to fold over. It's just got little round ends here got to mess with. So, alright, I'm going to do that and then we'll turn you back on and show you what it looked like. Alright, yeah, we're just about done. I'm happy with the way the corners turned out. They look like hell from this side, but they're supposed to. From this side, they look pretty good. I don't know if you can see that. And same with this. Looks good. Looks good to me, right? Good enough for a 60-year-old beater. Alright, what I want to do now is cut the holes for the door handles there. I'm going to grab a razor blade here, a sharp razor blade. Alright, I can actually see where it has to get cut here. Alright. Put an X here. X marks the spot. Alright, that feels good, and the other one's around here somewhere. Alright, let's turn it over and we'll glue them in place. Alright, we'll just spray a little glue on there and looks like a lot, but I'm going to get the air hose and blow off the excess. Plus that helps it dry. Alright, I'm going to give it a couple minutes and I'll turn it back on. Alright, yeah, it's been a few minutes, so let's see if we can get this glued in. There we go. Alright. Forgot to check. My hand's probably in your way, but I forgot to check see if you're in frame. Sometimes you can't avoid that, you know. You're doing work, you gotta use your hands sometimes. Okay. Now this don't have to be perfectly round, you know. You see, I got an discussion plate here. Actually, I got two of them. Alright, yeah, it's going to go in there. So it'll be okay, it'll be fine. It'll be okay. I gotta wipe the black off of this. Alright, we'll be fine there. Alright. Alright, yeah, we're happy with that. So, alright. I'm not going to sign off yet because we'll throw them on the truck and see how they look tomorrow or later today. And while you guys were looking, I made another one. So we'll figure out which side is which, right? Alright, we'll see you guys later today. Alright, yeah, just got done putting the door panels on. We would have shown you, but this video is getting a little long, so let's just take a look at them. I'm happy with them. They look okay. I still have to do the bottom one, and the bottom one I'm going to put a speaker here for the radio, and we even indexed the handles here when it closed, so they look good. So, oh look, sun's coming out. It's been cloudy and hazy all day. Now the sun's finally coming out. So, all right, that's how it looks from the inside. We'll go around and check that one out for you. Yeah, the old truck's coming together. There we go. I got to clean it up a little bit. Got a little bit of schmutz on there, but hey, that's life, right? All right. Wow, listen to the way that door closes. It's almost like a new car. You can't close both doors at the same time because so much air concussion in there. Let's see how this one goes. This one's usually nice too. You hear that? You gotta lean into it. Lean into it because there's so much. It's so tight. All right, we're gonna call this one good. So, what do you guys say? Enough of this? All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. Yes, we are.